Yo, what is up, Vicco gang? And we of course got a Bleach Rebirth of the Souls video, but it is a different video this time. We are back with an update video of sorts because Bleach Rebirth of the Souls themselves have released a newsletter of sorts, for an upcoming, presumably major update, major patch for Bleach Rebirth of the Souls. So let's not waste any time. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know the deal. You want to be kept up with anything Bleach Rebirth of the Souls? I got you, man. Anyways, bang. Yes, here we go. A newsletter for Bleach Rebirth of the Souls. Let's get on with it. No dilly-dallying, but I just want to say this came out at a very opportune moment for me because I was actually going to address some things myself with this game, guys. So I think this will be a perfect time to do such while going over this newsletter. But without further ado, let's get on with it. To Bleach Rebirth of the Souls players, greetings. I am Suzuki, the producer of Bleach Rebirth of the Souls. Thank you very much for playing our game. In this letter, I would like to share some information about upcoming updates. We're closely monitoring and reviewing the feedback we have received from all of you. Awesome. We're aiming to make adjustments and implementing features to ensure a comfortable and enjoyable gaming experience. One of the most requested features is Ranked Match, and we are currently considering its implementation. However, before we can implement this feature, we feel it is necessary to further refine the overall game environment, including character balance and competitive play. We are planning an initial round of adjustments and an update scheduled in April 4th. We will continue to make adjustments and improvements to ensure that you can enjoy Bleach Rebirth of the Souls even more in the future. We greatly appreciate your continued support. Bleach Rebirth of the Souls producer Katsuaki Suzuki. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. Our first major update is coming at the time of this video, and literally like probably 24 hours or less at the time this video comes out. Holy moly. Hopefully, I'll try to get this video out as soon as I can. But yeah, of course, big glaring thing that I want to point out from this newsletter is, of course, they addressed Ranked Match. Okay, I'm gonna go over a whole spiel, guys. By the way, I'm gonna go over a whole spiel right now, so just be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. But with Ranked Match, right, I feel like it is a little interesting how they said they are considering its implementation, right? Because maybe you guys know, but I for sure know, right? That if you consider leaks as spoilers, I would skip 10 seconds starting right now. Spoiler alert, skip 10 seconds. Ranked Match has been data mined from the files in this game, right? So with that, it's obviously implied, to me at least, that they have considered Ranked Match for a while now, and I'm kind of conflicted, I'm not gonna lie, on its exclusion for this long, I guess, but I can understand though, for sure, why it's not in the game right now, because I said this a while ago already, but people have had this game for a while before the game even officially released, right? And that's not even considering the official release times for the game, right? Because I think I was part of the last batch to get this game. I'm pretty sure I was. So if there's already people in the game that had several hours more experience than me, if I want to go online, I don't think I would have gone online second one of the game being out, but I'm just saying there's people out there that would have gone into ranked immediately. So there's that with Ranked Match. If it comes later, awesome. And I'm not losing sleep over it, but I can concur with people who are weirded out by the fact that there's still no ranked mode in this game. But it is what it is. They are considering its implementation, right? So that's good. But they said this is not, this is not the subject of this update that's about to come out. They said they are aiming to make adjustments and implement features to ensure an enjoyable gaming experience, right? And there's a lot of stuff, with online in specific that is very, very off, in my humble opinion, guys, because I think the game is awesome in all respects besides the online. And this also comes to an unfortunate, I think, piece of information that I come across semi-recently, that fortunately when it comes to these games, guys, apparently online is the last thing that they even that they work on, basically, because for why, right? I don't know why, especially considering that this game, I feel this game really hammered home the sentiment of making every character very unique, very different, very unique, right? Every character is very different, very unique from one another. They all have their own signature moves. They all have different combo strings. They have a bunch of different properties to their their freaking awakenings. All their awakenings are so varied and stuff. Some do so much, some do not so much, but in certain respects they do a whole lot, right? And it's when all these characters are this thought out, especially for this kind of game, it does weird me out how the online is kind of thrown to the wayside in the very beginning stages of this game, especially right after these past couple games have came out, and they have been kind of right, in terms of online and in general, right? Because it's why is room match the way it is? Why can't I find a match in free match, you know, the equivalent to quick match in this game. Why can't I find a match? I have gone through probably a total of like 40 minutes in my past like 3 videos or so, about 40-ish minutes in total of trying to find a match in free match, and to no avail. I have never done a video that took place in a free match. They have all been room match, where I make a room or I join someone's room, right? And the room match is really bare bones, guys. It is very, very bare bones. Like, why can you only fight, you know, 1v1 and that's it? You know, it's only 2 people max in a lobby and that's it. There should be at least like an option, right, to make it to where you can have 8 to maybe 10 people in a lobby, resulting in an endless or King of the Hill mode or whatever with spectating, dude. You know, I will admit that that is kind of honestly not hype. You know, call it for what you will, guys. That is not hype to not have a, I guess you can say, proper room match, you know, function, right? Like, yes, make it a whole customizable thing with the room match to have, you know, only 2 people in the said room match, you know, you and versus 1 guy, you know, if you really want, you know, but I feel like at the most you should have at least 8 to 10. You know, I feel like that'll be really fun and really engaging, and just like it'll just make a lot of things easier and more kind of like more purpose to said room match, to this said mode, you know, room match. You know, I just do find it very odd how online is kind of like to these, I guess, I don't know, these companies or whatever, did I say room match, that online is like kind of the last thing they think about when making these games for whatever reason. And like I said, I do find it really weird with Bleach Rebirth of the Souls in particular. But other than, you know, the online being very, very, I'll say, you know, bare bones in general, I'll be honest, you know, the connections aren't the greatest to the 3 bars. It's just not fun fighting in. It is not, you know, it's not fun fighting underwater. You know, I'll say that, you know, it's not fun fighting underwater. Right. But with that out the way, I hope these bug fixes and these major changes and stuff like that do put a decent dent into these bugs, right? This patch, I hope it does do a dent to these bugs, because I know I've seen a lot of, you know, stuff. You know, there's a lot of weird bugs and glitches, such as the one I've ran into the most is this really, really, really weird audio glitch. It might not seem like much, but it is so weird. It has happened every single time I've gone into online. My entire online sessions, the entirety of my online sessions have all been like glitched out with audio. Essentially, all the sound effects are taken out and you can hear the music and the characters' like voices. It's really weird. I don't know why. I've restarted my game every time I'm about to do one of these, you know, videos I've done online, and to no avail. To no avail. My audio's been glitched online. I haven't, you know, considered restarting my console, but like, I don't know if that would have done anything. And if it does, whoop-de-doo. But like, I feel like this glitch should not be a thing in the first place. Hot take. That should not be a thing in the first frickin' place, guys. Right? Like, come on. And I've also encountered a little glitch where, if you guys didn't know, if you versus CPU offline, you can mash through the intros, you know, the map intro and the characters intros with all the face buttons, you know, with the on PlayStation, triangle, square, circle, X. You mash all of them, you can skip all that stuff. But if you mash it too fast, it freezes the character in place. It freezes your character in place, and you have to retry the match to fix it. It's not the worst thing ever, but you know, it's a little, you know, it's a bit of a annoyance, right? It's like, why, you know, like, why is that a thing? You know, and it's just a bunch of weird bugs and glitches, you know, that scattered throughout the game, right? Which should not be there in the first place and should hopefully get ironed out in this update. I know there's been a lot of discussion on the overall combat experience as well. You know, I've seen some comments here, you know, faster recovery time on stuff. You know, I've seen people want, you know, build more meter on certain characters, you know, because there are some characters that work certain ways that they kind of rely on their meter or their awakening even. So like, hopefully making those build a little faster and stuff like that would help a lot. Right. And okay, yes, I see this other comment. The resolution on consoles is really, really weird. Like, I am actually not one to like point out resolution issues in games. If anything, I barely see any issues in a lot of these games. But Bleach Rebirth of the Souls is one of the first games where it's really noticeable. It's really noticeable when you're in combat. It's really noticeable. Like, really, really noticeable. So, you know, if they can somehow fix it, we know, like, by refining the textures or whatever the heck. I don't know a whole lot about texturing and like resolution and stuff. But if they can somehow fix it a bit, that would be highly appreciated. You know, hopefully, guys, we get some W updates, W patches, you know, some W fixes for even like there's some weird online interactions that only happen online with characters, right? I heard there's only certain combos that can only be done online, apparently, which is really off. Like, that should not be a thing. So yes, hopefully a lot of these issues get ironed out. Hopefully they fix a lot of stuff. And I do think, you know, take into consideration, you know, the climate, I guess, of gaming. And, you know, sometimes these updates do take forever to come out to fix these games. And sometimes it's too late, right? So I do think, in respects to all that, I do think this update is pretty quick. It's pretty quick, coming out very, very soon after this video comes out. Very soon after, you know, and hopefully it's a really good one. Hopefully it's really good, and we get ranked match after. It'll be great. You know, I really want the best for this game. You know, I really want the online to improve the most, of course. You know, just overall, just better stuff for this game, guys. Right? So we can look forward to even like the DLC and stuff, and like on all that jazz, guys. Right? I've had my issues with this game, but I want the best for this game. Okay, I really do. I really do, because you know the games that came out around it. You know, I want this game to stand out. You know, I really do, guys. You know, and I think that's about it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, comment your thoughts below. What do you want from this update? What do you think about this update in general? You know, just whatever you got, whatever you want to say, guys. Just whatever. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for everything so far. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this update is the W one. And with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much. Has been yours truly, freaking Vicco, and I am freaking gone.
Sub now.